Welcome to the Nerd Show. In today's video, we're going to have a look at Barbie versus Oppenheimer, the box office numbers, global box office. By the time I'm making this video, Barbie has already crossed 500 million and Oppenheimer is about to cross 300 million worldwide box office. People over the social media are talking about this. They are wondering why this is happening because Oppenheimer is directed by Christopher Nolan and Barbie as a female director. She's not that famous. And we're going to have a look at why this is happening. And in this video, I'm going to summarize three main reasons that are affecting a movie's box office collection. And then I'm going to talk about how this is affecting Barbie versus Oppenheimer. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. And most of you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, over 80% of you. So really appreciate it. And if you like this content, give a thumbs up. And if you think it's worth sharing, share it with your friends. Now let's get into the video. Oppenheimer is directed by Christopher Nolan, one of the greatest and visionary directors of our generation. And it's about a scientist who created the world's deadliest weapon and in a way kind of responsible for stopping World War II and stopping Japan. I'm going to play a clip from Big Bang Theory, Family Guy. So watch that and get back into the video.
Wow, you dropped the big one, huh? Hiroshima, you're like a hero.
Well, I don't know about that.
Ugh, I can't imagine killing 300,000 people. Do you know how many 300,000 people is? Fill like 6 football stadiums, then just kill them all, you know? And not only that, but what people forget is you ruin millions of lives on top of that. It's like you were saying, not only am I going to kill you, but you can't live here anymore. Hardcore, man.
But on the other hand, Barbie is directed by a female director who doesn't have any popular famous movies, not that I know of. And also, Barbie is full of feminist propaganda. Like Barbies can be anything, president, doctor, engineer, whatever the profession that requires them to sit in an office and have some power. That's Barbies can do, but Ken's just there for the entertainment of Barbies. And also it says men are really bad and evil. And in the movie you can see how they portray men, like fictional men. Some of them are like that, but most of them are not. And also Kens are really corrupted by the patriarchy, and they don't want that to happen in the world. They're just trying to influence the children's minds with a kind of messages. But still, the movie ended up making 500 million. It's first ever movie crossed 500 million, directed by a female director. Now, still, Barbie made 500 million, crossed over Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer directed by Christopher Nolan and about a famous scientist, and Barbie is directed by a not so popular female director, and it's about a bunch of dolls. Let's see why this happened. For this video, I have three main reasons why this is happening. Number one, popularity of the subject matter. Number two, target audience. And number three, most important part that kind of affects the previous one and two is the age restriction of the movie. And this will affect everything else. Let's take a look at the popularity of these two movies and see what we are dealing with. So, popularity of these two movies. If you make a movie about an already popular subject or an adaptation of a popular TV show or a comic book, you already have a fan base that wanted to see the movie. When it comes to the popularity of the subject matter, these two movies happen to have famous and infamous popularity among the general audience. Oppenheimer is famous for Christopher Nolan's direction, of course, and among scientific community and some people, if they're curious about the creation of atomic bomb and whatever happened to the scientist, the kind of people will be famous. And it's also infamous for the bombing in Japan in World War II. So are kind of like infamous and famous topics. So I don't think the movie will have much of a welcoming in Japan. That's my thought. I'm not sure how it's going to be received. I haven't checked the numbers yet. So And also, this movie, I don't think it will be that much of a popular movie among general audience because non-linear storytelling, I don't think everyone is a fan of it. So only the people who are really into cinema, who people can understand that kind of stuff, will be interested in that movie. Barbie, on the other hand, is popular to a generation of kids and adults. It was introduced in the 1950s, so ever since then it was popular and famous among kids. And the current generation adults, once they were kids, I think they all have played with the Barbie doll, mostly girls, but at least you might have set it on fire like Ben Shapiro did, like when you were a kid, maybe. So, so Oppenheimer has less of a popularity than Barbie. So, in that particular subject matter, Barbie takes the lead. Number two is target audience. So, target audience for Oppenheimer is Nolan fans, sci fi fans, nerds like me, and scientific community. Some of them, if they into movies or they want to see the life of Oppenheimer, they are the target audience. And also, people who kind of like the non-linear storytelling will also be the target audience for this movie. The general audience won't be interested in the non-linear storytelling. Maybe if they can post like a Barbie pink wash thingy, so people like a certain element, so people can post it about on social media, so the people will go and watch it. So the target audience, we can have something a higher number of than the normal target audience for this movie. And if you have a social media trend, like you can post a certain thing about the movie in social media, most people will go and watch it just to post it on social media. So that's the target audience for Oppenheimer. The target audience, Nolan fans, sci-fi fans, nerds, and then scientific community if they want to see the life of a great scientist. Yes, that's the target audience. But when it comes to target audience for Barbie, it's almost everyone. It's almost everyone because everyone living after 1950s who were introduced with the Barbie doll wanted to see the version of it in live action. We saw the Barbie girl song, and we have the Barbie. Before Barbie went walk, we had the Barbie girls, and not me. I'm from a different country. We don't have Barbie girls in my country. Yes, mostly the American audience, so the global audience, wherever they have the Barbie, and they went to watch it. And also because of the all the pink, some people are going to the movie wearing all pink, so they can post some photos and get some followers with the all pink dress, and they also can boast about it. Like, I'm watching Barbie, I'm still a child. Especially, I saw some like middle-aged women dressed in pink and going to Barbie and trying to be like, I'm a child, I used to play with it. So I used to play with the Barbie, so trying to increase their, I don't know, trying to be a child again, trying to relive the childhood. Also, some men are going to Barbie to talk about it and also saying like, I'm also, what do you call, I can go to Oppenheimer and I can also go to Barbie. My personality is different. Those people are just going there to post about it on social media. Barbie has a wider target audience than Oppenheimer. So when it comes to the target audience too, Barbie wins. So the finally and the most importantly, the age restriction part. We're going to have a look. The age restriction doesn't matter what affects the target audience or the popularity. It doesn't matter what popularity or what kind of target audience you have. The age restriction affects everything else. So let's have a look and why age restriction affects everything else. These two movies, Barbie and Oppenheimer, are rated R and PG-13. You know which one is which. Let's talk about the rated R part. When the movie is rated R, grown-ups, adults only, that is restricting the family audience from going in for that movie. Only adults, actually 18 plus, can go and watch that movie. Even children with parental guidance, it's not allowed to go. So even if a kid is interested in science, he wanted to see the life of a scientist, and he kind of interested in the history, so he wanted to see how the atomic bomb was made. Still, because of the age restriction, he can't go. So if the movie is R-rated, only adults can go watch it 18 plus. That means we are restricting a family audience from going to that movie. So 18 plus is restricting the family audience, and I'm going to tell you how the family audience is affecting the number of tickets and the box office sales, and also the profits from snacks and popcorns and everything else related to a movie industry. All right, let's say we have a town with 10 houses, and every house has a family of four: a father, mother, and kids. I'm talking about, when I'm saying family, it's always father, mother, two kids, boy, and a girl. I'm not talking about that and that, you know what I mean. So I'm talking about father, mother, boy, and girl. So if we have a family of four and we have 10 houses in a town, if the movies are R-rated, we can have one of the parents will go watch it. When it comes to Oppenheimer, um, I don't think of me as one of those guys, but mostly men are interested in this kind of subject, and some of the women are also like some women are getting interested in that movie. We can see a number of women getting interested in this subject matter, but mostly men. Let's say among the 10 families, only one parent will go watch it because someone has to stay in the home and watch the kids. The kids can't go because of the age restriction. So let's say we have 10 people go and watch this Oppenheimer. Or we say, let's say one ticket's 100, we have $1,000 from a town of 10 families. On the other hand, Barbie is PG-13. So it's a family subject, family audience. Mostly you can go watch it as a family. Because of the pink and all the Barbie dolls, the girls in the family or the mothers who grow up playing with the dolls wanted to watch it. So they will go as a family. Even if one kid wanted to watch it, they have to go as a family because you can't leave the other kid alone. And also you can't send the kids alone to the theater because they're kids. We have to be concerned about the safety and well-being of the kids. So we can't send them, we can't leave them alone in the house, and we can also send them alone to the movie theater because they are kids, but we can't do gender affirming surgery on them, give them puberty blockers, and chop off their body parts and ask them if they're feeling boy or girl. All right, let's not go deep into that. So when it comes to the Barbie PG-13, they will make it as a family movie time. They will go on a weekend. That means the whole family is going. 4 tickets, 10 house and 40 tickets. Say a ticket is $100. They don't pay less price for the children, so it's $100 each. So that makes it 400 in a family, and 10 families is 4,000. That's already 4 times more money than Oppenheimer. So this is why the age restriction doesn't matter how popular or the target audience, age restriction matters. That's why the animated films end up making more money. I'm not talking about the Walt Disney animated movies. I'm talking about the general animated movies that has good story and it's fun to watch and doesn't do any propaganda or virtue signaling, any agenda pushing, or any diverse cast or inclusiveness. Just movies, animated movies targeted for children, has good story and good message and fun to watch, always end up making billions just because they will go watch it as a family. And also when it comes to the snacks and popcorn sales and everything else related to the movie will also end up making 4 times what it will make in a normal R-rated movie. So those are the 3 reasons that affects a box office number of a movie. When it comes to Barbie versus Oppenheimer, the target audience of Barbie is wide, and the popularity of Barbie is bigger than Oppenheimer. And age restriction PG-13 for Barbie and R for Oppenheimer. That means 4 times more sales for Barbie. So these are the 3 main reasons why Barbie ended up making more money than Oppenheimer. So if you like this content, give a thumbs up and click the like button. And if you think this is worth sharing, share with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.